Welcome back to another match reaction. Today is your Manchester City versus Liverpool match reaction. A 1-1 game. I am Mikeytimmo, a West Ham fan, but I do videos on the big games, the match reactions to those games as well. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. And if you are here already, thank you for 200 subscribers. But yeah, Manchester City drew with Liverpool, and it was a game where you felt Liverpool could get a goal, and they've drawn before. But when the opening part of that match, the way Alisson was playing, for example, a world-class player that's been very important to Liverpool's success over the past few years. When you see him starting shaky, it kind of sets a precedent for the game. And obviously Haaland scored, and you kind of like, when's City going to get their second? And a few players were disappointing. A few players were very good for City. I thought in general in the performance from City was decent, but they needed to put their chances away, which is a rare criticism for Manchester City, especially when they have this many clinical players usually. Phil Foden was very disappointing for me. I think, especially at the end when they were chasing the game, a few kind of half-assed crosses. Just my opinion. I think Phil Foden is outstanding. I think he can play in the middle, the left or the right, but he should have been better. And I think Phil Foden has been good this season from what I've seen. But this game he wasn't good. Today he wasn't good. I think Doku was decent as well. I think Doku was decent. I think he was like I don't think he was outstanding. I don't think he was cooking. But I think he was decent. I think he did well against Trent. I think Trent we knew that was going to be a bit of a mismatch. But we'll come on to Trent in a minute. But yeah, Doku did well. He did some good 1v1s. Left Trent for dead a couple of times, but sometimes I feel like he plays like that type of player. Like maybe you try too hard to impress sometimes, try and overcomplicate it sometimes because he's going in and out all the time. But that's the kind of thing you like to see because you don't really see players take on their man anymore, which is kind of sad. Not really much freedom and expression in the game anymore. But we get to see that with Doku. And coming on to Trent, he obviously got the equaliser. And it sums up Trent quite well. Yeah, I'd say it sums up Trent quite well. And the reason why I say that is because you see him getting beat 1v1, etc. I think the defensive criticism of him is justified. But I also think his attacking abilities should never get brushed under the carpet, as they say. And I don't think it does, but you got to keep a balance. I think the way Salah found Trent in that space, and his first touch was good, but it's the fact that he took his second touch. His second touch was the shot, and he took it so quick. Didn't give anyone a chance to even close him down. Maybe someone should have tracked him because he was one of the runners going inside. But overall, that sums up Trent quite well. I still think, his attacking abilities are still very good. I think his defensive criticism, fair enough. But attacking-wise, come on. Best in the league as a fullback. Good range of passing as well. Moving on to Erling Haaland. We've got to give credit where it's due, man. I think it's 48 games, it said. Where 48 games to get 50 goals in the Premier League. Now, that's mad. And again, a bit like what I just said with Trent. Haaland's criticisms are fair. He's not the type of striker to link up the play and drop deep and do all of this, etc. But he's a very good number 9 in the box, around shooting areas. And that's all City want. He's a very service-based striker. His performances and his touches in the box probably get overstated, and it probably is more to do with the amount of service he actually gets. You got to give credit where it's due, even though he does score penalties as well, it doesn't really matter. The fact that he's that clinical in front of goal and it's taken him 48 games to score 50 goals, credit where it's due as always. Overall, the game was, you could tell the early kickoff affected both teams. Everyone was still playing like they had crust in their eyes, like they were still waking up a bit. And it's a bit of a shame that it was a early game on a Saturday, but at the same time, we've been starved of good football for so long. We've been watching international football. I watched Brazil-Argentina. That was the only game I enjoyed. I didn't really watch any other games apart from England's second game. So to come back to that, it was still good to watch. This obviously means because after today's results, Arsenal got into top space. Surprisingly, Kai Havertz has scored. I watched the game. Very, very bad game. But Man City will come back from this. And Liverpool will take encouragement for drawing at the Etihad. But that's it from me. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. And the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.